Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. Let's take a look at the charts. I am going to start with the weekly chart and show this 183.42 channel bottom. The same structure comes in the daily chart at 183.18. We tested it Friday, slipped below it, did not close below it. As long as we continue closing above it, it represents our base of support that can contain selling through really the rest of the year, and above which 219.64 remains. The timing of that is next to impossible. It could be over the next 2 to 3 weeks, could spill all the way into the end of the year. But either way, 219.64 is the beginning of a range up into the upper 220s, 228.94, that can contain buying through the first quarter of next year. And I think it is likely to be tested by the end of the year, following the test last Friday of the 183.42 channel bottom. So that is that. Now, near term, that is to say really short term, we gapped above this steeply descending channel top at 188.83. Now, I have that as a session containment up pivot. It still does represent the likelihood that we'll continue higher. Having opened and closed above this structure does maintain this updraft. 207.04 in reach in the coming days. 215.15 is a channel top. I don't know if we've got it properly drawn. And when I say properly drawn, I know that it's properly represented. But really what it is just a trend line off of these lows, and then you project the high here. So this trend line, I'm sure, is higher than 215.15, but we're just giving you the representation of what we're looking for. Having tested the low 180s, we are expecting the mid 210s. Now, as it turns out, that 215.15 rises on a continuous basis and will, over the next week and a half, converge anyway with 219.64, a level that I said is already considered kind of a longer-term objective in reach by the end of the year, the end of December. So let's jump back into the daily chart one more time.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
I have changed the strength of some of these levels. 195.55 was just an intraday resistance, if you recall, on Monday. We are expecting a violation of it, not necessarily on Monday, but this week, and that did happen on Monday. And so I've strengthened this as a support level that can contain session weakness. It's a 50% upside retracement and 50% downside right now as well. Between the two extremes, between the high that was put out about 2 weeks ago and the low that was put out Friday, halfway between is 195.55, which is very close to this early October high. I like this as a platform of support now to buy into for the day and into later week. And I do think now 207.04 is likely over the next few days. On the way up, I've got 199.47. This is a level that was actually tested on Monday. It is a 5/8 upside Fibonacci. 195.55 is 50%. 199.47 is 61.8%. It did contain buying pressures on Monday. We could push through, open above 199.47 today. And if we do, 207.04 wouldn't surprise me with the kind of market momentum we see presently. 207.04 is the high settlement price that was put out a couple of weeks ago, well suited to contain daily buying pressures. And finally, it would be a settlement above 207.04 that would set up our next 3 to 5 day buy signal on strength, expecting that targeted 215.15 within 3 to 5 days, where we could top out actually into December, possibly into later December. It also, especially as it correlates over the next week and a half with a longer term resistance anyway at 219.64, B minus C plus B. So there's that. Once again, I'll say it one more time, holding above 183.42 maintains a, by the end of the year, 219.64 target. And over the next 2 to 3 weeks, holding above the same level, expecting, here it is properly drawn, 215.15. When I say properly drawn, once again, it is a trend line off these lows, projecting the same exact rate of ascent off of this high that was put out in late October. And so we could consider this to be a significant zone as we move, as the market continues, as this channel top continues approaching 219.64. This area must be respected for its ability to contain a buying possibly through the rest of the year. It is considered a 2 to 3 week target above 183.42, and we've already cleared certain milestones. One is the steeply descending channel top. We also close above the 50% upside retracement. So let's cover, let me finish this thought. Sometimes I want to jump to a new thought, and I haven't completed the one that I'm in. And that is to say, we've closed above not only 188.83 on Monday, also above 195.55. So certainly making progress to the upside as anticipated. 207.04 in reach over the next few days, possibly today above 199.47, 215.15 remains our 2 to 3 week target above the 183.18 to 183.42 region, which is shown right here. Let's cover the downside. So 195.55 I have as a session containment level. And I'll just sort of say that if we close today below 195.55, we probably have a good high into later week or through the rest of the week. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we could ease back into this low 180s meaningful support. On an intraday basis, if we break or open below 195.55, we could see 188.83 intraday. That would probably be it for the day. But once again, if we close below 195.55, I do think that marks a good high for the week. And within 2 or 3 days, we fall back to that 183.18 to 183.42 area, where once again, we can bottom out not only through November, but even through December and above, which 219.64 likely by the end of the year. If we were late this week, not likely, but perhaps next week, close below the 183.42 rising channel bottom. 155.49 becomes our next 2 to 3 week target, with last week's volatility within a full week of activity. 155.49 rather is well suited to absorb selling through the rest of the year, and we can round up from here into the 219, 228 region within 2 to 3 months or so. Finally, and it's not going to happen this week, and I don't think it's going to happen actually between now and the end of the year, but it would be a settlement below 155.49 that would set off a 2 to 3 month sell signal down to 117.80. This significant structure for NVIDIA, able to absorb selling through all of 26. So, I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe. Check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of our 5-day free trial. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's NVIDIA report, and you have a great day.